Hello and welcome to another edition, the final edition for now, episode 81 of the Are You Ready Wrestling podcast here on Newport City Radio. This week I'm Luke and I'm going to kick off the podcast by talking about Randy Orton turning heel on Cody Rhodes.
Hi, I'm Curtis, and for my segment this week I'm looking back on our favourite Are You Ready memories.
Hi, I'm Jack. For my segment this week I'll be talking over Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi.
That's right, this is the last edition for now.
It is.
It is.
The last time is now, as someone said to me off air.
Yes.
Looking at you, Curtis.
Yeah, after many discussions,
many debates,
81 episodes,
hundreds of hours of content,
trips to London and back. It's time.
Near interviews with certain wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time to
call it a day.
Call it a day on the Are You Ready podcast.
For now. Let's just say for now. This is
wrestling we're talking about.
It is.
Never say never.
Never say never. But for now.
For now, this is the finale.
It is the finale.
We're on the road to Wrestlemania, and it's taken a sharp turn by the Are You Ready podcast coming to an end.
Which we only decided today,
yeah.
Literally, probably about 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah,
we were sat there,
if not that long.
Yeah,
but
we've got stuff to talk about, haven't we?
We'll come on to the memories and the emotional side of things towards the end. But we'll start off this week by talking about something we saw last week on Friday Night SmackDown. After Randy won the Elimination Chamber, we thought this might happen. Well, we've been speculating for a good while. I'm sure, Jack, you said quite a long time ago this is going to happen.
Yeah, it's been a few months in the making now.
A few,
at least. I'd say a few.
But it's probably since Randy returned.
Yeah.
Maybe since WrestleMania 40 when Cody won the title. I'd argue that this has kind of been rumoured and speculated. He turned heel, Randy Orton.
He did.
He went to the ring to sign the contract for their match at WrestleMania. He said that it was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be Drew McIntyre. But obviously it was Cody Rhodes sat opposite him.
Yeah. My
first question to you guys, was Randy going to turn heel all along? And no matter who won that match on SmackDown between Cody and Drew, was this always the plan for Randy, do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it made sense in a storyline wise.
They'd have Drew as the babyface and then finally turn Randy heel. But they've done it the other way, so Randy's turned heel, but it's Cody that he's facing. And the problem is Cody will always be a babyface. Yeah, he will always be better as a babyface within the company.
It's a bit ironic the fact that Randy is meant to be heel. He's still getting cheered.
This is one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, because
in some cases,
with the benefit of hindsight that we've got here, obviously there was no podcast last week, so we've got 2 weeks worth of stuff to catch up on. Randy came out on SmackDown and was cheered. He wasn't loudly cheered. There was some reserved cheers, not the babyface reaction we'd seen from Randy in the past. Does that reflect on the fans not really knowing about babyfaces and heels anymore? Or does that reflect on their thoughts towards Cody that Randy attacked him and he's still getting cheered?
I think they're a bit undecided of what they really want this outcome to be at the moment, in regards to the cheers and the way they're reacting to the two men at the moment.
Curtis?
Yes.
Do you think that this reaction we saw from towards Randy was a consequence of fans' thoughts towards Cody?
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
Couldn't tell you.
It's going to be one of those episodes, isn't it?
One of those, yeah.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
This is true. You've been up for nearly 12 hours.
Exactly.
And you're nearly at the end. Congratulations.
It's nearly over the line.
It's nearly there.
Only another painful half hour to go.
Yeah. I mean, Randy hits a steel chair on Cody's skull.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you've seen the footage, the chair hits the steel
steps.
ramp rather than actually hitting Cody. But that was as brutal as you probably will see in WWE. I mean, if you watch AEW and, they'll do copious amounts of blood and you'll see, thumbtacks and barbed wire and you'll just see all different bits and bobs. But probably for WWE, this is as extreme as they'll go, isn't it? Because you had Cody bleeding as well. I think it's the third WrestleMania in a row that Cody has been bleeding.
Yeah.
Is there something in it, Jack or Curtis, that for 3 years in a row now, Cody has turned someone heel on the road to WrestleMania? WrestleMania 40, it was The Rock.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 41, it was Cena. And now it's Randy Orton.
It's becoming sort of a pattern.
Do you think this is something...
Who's he going to turn heel next year? Ooh.
CM Punk?
Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Champion versus champion?
Is this... Oh, I don't think Punk could be champion by next year's WrestleMania.
Never know.
Is there something that they could play into here? Maybe next year, Jack? That Cody does have a history of turning people heel on the road to WrestleMania? Or people turning heel on Cody rather than Cody turning them heel?
Yeah, it always seems to be that way, where they pair him with someone that is on the verge of a heel turn. The last couple of years. Yeah, I think it will lead to something similar to what Gunther's been doing. Like, he'll have certain wrestlers come to him and for a sort of heel turn storyline.
Like AJ Styles went up to him, and then obviously we saw AJ retire at the Royal Rumble against Gunther. Are we excited by a heel Randy Orton? Because it feels like in forever we have got a heel Randy Orton.
It's about time it's happened.
Yeah,
to be honest, it's been teased for the last 3 years. To be honest with you, the Cody and Randy stuff has been teased for so long, and it's finally happened. Long-term storytelling, I guess.
What's the thing that Drew McIntyre said? I prayed for this and it happened.
Yeah,
I feel like that's exactly what you've kind of just alluded to.
Pretty much.
Jack, Cody was on SmackDown this week, selling the injuries and selling how brutally he was attacked. When he comes back next week, if he is back next week, what do you think? What reaction will he get, and what do you think he'll say? Do you think Randy attacks him again? Do you think that we could see more brutality, or do you think we could just see a promo between the two of them? What do you think we'll see?
I think Cody will come out. He'll still be selling the way he's been over the few.
Do you think he could have some tape to cover over a scar, or maybe
a tape? At least he'll have tape, and there'll be a promo segment between the two. I think because they need something to build this match a bit more, because like we said, over months this has been build up now with Randy sort of giving eyes.
But the thing is Randy Orton a heel? Is he actually a heel?
I think he is, yeah.
Because there's been a lot of talk online. I'm not sure if you've seen some of the talk online saying is he actually turned heel or not. But you see some of the backstage segments he had on SmackDown, and it still felt there was elements of babyface Randy Orton there.
A small amount, maybe.
When he was talking to Jelly Roll backstage, for example.
Yeah.
I'm sure if we know that Jelly Roll is going to be around for the next couple of months, so especially coming up to WrestleMania, where we think he's probably going to have a match, probably against Kit Wilson and The Miz.
Yeah, it's looking that way. They're building something between the two, I think.
Do you think we could see, to solidify even more if, fans are still on the fence of whether he is actually a heel or not? Do you think we could see a RKO to Jelly Roll and he attacks Jelly Roll, for example?
Yeah, because I think on one segment he had on SmackDown, he sort of shoved him out the way when
it was last week, wasn't it?
He was attacking Cody, yeah. So there is something there if they were to pull the trigger on that.
Because on SmackDown as well on Friday, it felt like I say, there were still elements of Randy, when he went to the ring at the end to apologise to Matt Cardona. Obviously, we know he went on to attack Cardona, etc. But did still feel like there was elements of a babyface there.
He was sort of trying to cover it and then sort of attack him. I think that was the plan they had.
But we think that we could see Randy fully, solidify himself as a heel now going forward.
Yeah.
And is this just something for WrestleMania, or do you think this is something we could see coming out of WrestleMania as well? Or how long do you think Randy will stay here for?
It'll last for a good few months.
Until he wins the title of WrestleMania.
And then he'll turn babyface again?
Yes.
Or could we see like John Cena where he's, a heel for the next couple of months and then towards the end of the year I know he's not on a retirement tour like Cena was, but...
Possibly, I think we could see something along those lines, yeah.
How excited are you, Curtis, that it's not babyface versus babyface?
I'm glad, because it's a bit awkward when it's babyface versus babyface, I can't lie, but yeah, should be a good match.
Who do we right here, right now, who wins?
Randy.
Ooh.
Randy.
Even though Cody's only just won the title back? And this will be his first defence?
It'll be Randy. It'll be Randy.
Randy, yeah, I'm sticking.
Does he hit the...
I hear voices in my head and it's telling me it's Randy. No pun intended.
Does he get the punt kick? Because he was teased out with Kevin Owens, wasn't he, last year, and then obviously Kevin got injured.
Yeah, I think he'll finally do it. It's about time they release some attitudes.
We can't have our final episode for now and not mention that word.
Oh, I know what else I can mention. The UK deserves a WrestleMania. I will live by that, and I will always say that.
I think when we decide to return to this podcast will be the day that the UK gets to WrestleMania, just to hear Curtis gloat for half an hour.
Oh, I think I'd blow the mics in the speakers because I just scream so loud.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll happen.
I guaranteed I'll be in work when it gets announced. If it ever does get announced, I'll be in work in the middle of the crew room.
There potentially could be a WrestleMania next year that needs a new home.
Potentially.
Yeah, it could be. But let's stay away. Let's stay away from that, shall we?
Or some other premium live events that need a new home. Last question from me on this is on Monday Night Raw and on SmackDown as well. We saw Randy on the phone to a mystery person. Another mystery angle in WWE because we had one solved in Danhausen in the box. We had another one with Seth Rollins being under the mask. We've now got another one. I mean, did WWE think their fans love a mystery angle? I mean, it's quite fun.
It looks that way, yeah, because there's been a handful now over the last couple of weeks.
Who's he on the phone to? Is this going to be revealed, or is this, someone that's just going to be an off-air character, or?
I think it'll be an off-air kind of thing, I think.
Because I've seen people say, obviously, his dad, Cowboy Bob Orton. Could it be Kevin Owens? Because last time we saw Kevin, he was a heel, and he just had a major feud with Cody himself. Yeah. Could it be, I think someone said Shane McMahon. Could it be?
Oh, wow.
No, please, no.
That would be interesting, though, because we haven't seen him for
If it is a person, who would you like it to be?
Shane McMahon. Just throw it out there, Shane McMahon.
Just for the banter.
Just to see what they would do with it, because Shane hasn't been involved in WWE for years.
What?
Years.
Who do you think he could be on the phone
to? What?
Do you think Stone Cold, or are you just saying what?
What? I think his prediction is Stone Cold. I think
could be The Rock. Could be AJ Styles.
Anything but The Rock.
Could be John Cena.
It could be The Rock.
Anything but The Rock, please.
Generally, could be The Rock. But yeah, that's. What did you say?
Yeet.
Our final ever yeet.
4 letters, 1 word. Oh.
Jack.
Yes.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about a segment that's been played out over the past few Raws now. past 2, I think. Brock Lesnar's come out and said...
Sorry, go on.
And said that he wants open challenge for WrestleMania, and he wants someone to answer it.
Yep.
And that person is Oba Femi.
It is.
Well, first of all, it was looking to be Rollins, because they were sort of
freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins, because they were building something with the whole mask.
Can we take a second out to talk about Paul Heyman?
Yeah, he's done that.
How?
He's done that.
Why?
Yeah.
When? How?
He's done that thing again where he makes himself look awful for
Did you not see Raw a couple of weeks ago when Seth Rollins stomped
TV.
him? Yes. Him with a chair.
Yes.
He come out then saying that he obviously F5 thing, and then Lesnar come out and sort of put pay to those.
I was a bit disappointed.
Men.
I was a bit disappointed because obviously we thought it was going to be. Well, they told us it was going to be, Brock versus Seth.
Yeah.
And I thought, we've seen that at WrestleMania, I think it was 35. Do we really want to see it again? I mean, obviously the storyline's there, obviously Heyman's relationship with Brock and everything else, but it has to be for that story, and the promo that Seth cut before that, saying he started the Vision, he's the one to take down the Vision.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're waiting to see whether we're going to have Braun Breaker back in time for WrestleMania. I think we will. I think we'll see Seth versus Braun at Mania. But I was just a bit like, if that's the direction they're going, that's okay. It's it's two of their big names in the main event scene going at each other. But is that a match that interests fans?
Yeah, well, it looks that way because the fans were quite heavily chanting his name throughout the few weeks that this was a thing.
No, I'm talking about Seth versus Brock.
Ah.
But just as they were about to, face off and start fighting, what happened?
Lights went out and the ruler appeared.
You mean Oba Femi?
Oba Femi, yes. Which I think this is a brilliant outcome.
I genuinely popped when Oba Femi came out. I was genuinely really excited. I'm not sure whether it was because, as I just mentioned, I thought we were going to see Brock versus Seth. It's
the right outcome for me in my eyes.
It definitely is. And, I mean, he's been on the main roster for 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
And, with someone like Trick Williams and Javon Evans, who's been on the same main roster for a similar amount of time, they've been on every week. They've had promos, they've had this and that. Oba Femi's kind of sporadically popped up. He's had matches on SmackDown against Johnny Gargano. He's faced Kit Wilson. He's faced Rusev on Raw.
Yeah.
And now he's going to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania on the grandest stage of them all.
They've sort of built him up in a good way where now he's facing a sort of main level star now.
Yes.
Which I hope he wins. Which I think.
You think Oba wins?
He will win. Yes.
I think that would make a lot of sense, Curtis. Do you think Oba could win at WrestleMania?
I think it's going to be a good match. Definitely, it's going to be a beast of a match. No pun intended again there. But the real question is, how is it going to go? Like, is Oba going to win to put him over, or are the rumours true that Brock doesn't want to lose a match until SummerSlam when he retires there? That's what you've got to look at. That's the only problem with this match. Is, in my opinion, is do you put Oba over, or do you just let Brock win? But then the problem is, if Brock wins, it ruins.
I mean, Cena lost to Brock like 2 months before he retired at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, so there is.
You retired at WrestlePalooza? You mean Saturday night's main event?
No, I said he lost to Brock at WrestlePalooza 2 months before he retired.
Oh, right. I don't know. It could go either way, though, couldn't it? It's a bit of a iffy one.
Iffy.
But that's been confirmed for WrestleMania.
It has.
Are we getting more excited for WrestleMania?
I was speaking to someone that I know, and I said, it's going to be a good match card because it's slowly building now. They just need to politely hurry up with it.
They need to sort their graphics out as well.
They've had about 3 different graphics.
That's the one thing
I think I sent a post in on Instagram to you lads about like each graphic is representing each night.
Yeah, which I could kind of see.
Okay.
They do it. They've done it before as well.
Yeah. Someone's tired.
Like I said, I've been up for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And you've been up for what? 5 hours? 6 hours?
We've got 5 matches confirmed so far. 4 which we knew kind of a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Punk Roman, Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, Cody Randy, Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, and now we've got Brock versus Oba. The
card's taking shape.
It is. I mean, we've got some more matches that we think we're going to see. Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, we could probably see. I think we're heading towards... We're not going to get Charlotte versus Alexa at WrestleMania, I don't think. But what I think we're heading towards, definitely, is a multi-tag woman match. Where you've got Charlotte and Alexa, you've got the Irresistible Forces, you've got the Bella Twins.
Yeah.
Maybe check in Judgment Day in there if Roxanne Perez is back in time.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's 1 or 2 other tag teams over on Monday Night Raw that you could check in there. What's Io Sky doing in WrestleMania? Could she be going after... could she be in a match with Asuka? Could we see, her go after Julia? Tiffany Stratton against Julia? There's Penta, what's he going to do at WrestleMania? We think we're going to see Finn Balor against Dominic Mysterio. There's plenty of, always with like less than a month to go, we kind of have a good feeling of what the WrestleMania
is it time we reveal a little secret? It's me and Luke at WrestleMania in the main event of night 1, and Jack is a special guest referee. How's that?
Are you calling it down the middle, Jack?
I'll call it down the middle, yeah.
Or are you going to be a bit biased?
This is
you can be biased.
I'm going to be unbiased. This is the most unbiased person on the planet.
But then when I'm pinning Luke, you're going to count a little bit faster, yeah?
I'll just turn around.
Oh,
right, thank you.
Count out.
All right then. I see how it is.
Nice.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. I think CM Punk versus Roman Reigns deserves a night 2 main event. But I felt like they were holding back on Monday. I was watching that promo, I was watching it live, and I thought, this doesn't seem like they're, giving it everything. It doesn't feel like... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like, they've gone further in previous promos, and
they could sort of add a gimmick to this match.
They could,
which I've heard could be banded around is Hell in a Cell.
Ooh, do you not think we could see that for Drew McIntyre against Jacob Fatu?
Ooh.
I mean, those two seem hell-bent on destruction with each other.
They're sort of 2 candidates for the actual stipulation, because the way Roman and Punk's promos have been going between 2, and obviously Fatu and Drew are at odds week on week the last couple of weeks.
Just quickly on the Seth Oba Brock thing, with Oba coming out during Seth also being in the ring, is Oba Femi working with Seth Rollins?
They could be in cahoots.
Could we see a new faction started by Seth Rollins to take down the Vision that includes Oba Femi? Because I'm sure we've sat here before on this podcast and said, when we spoke about new members for the Vision, I'm sure, Jack, you've mentioned Oba Femi. You'd like to see him involved.
Did I say something like that before?
I'm pretty sure you did.
The one direction I am going to go down is with obviously that Rollins has sort of masked men with him on a week-to-week basis. They could possibly involve Braun Breaker in that, and that's how he gets.
Yeah.
gets involved. That's my last piece.
Okay. I am very much looking forward to WrestleMania. We are, like I say, about 3 weeks away. Curtis, for the final ever time, for now.
It's your segment.
So, as you all know, like we've said, for now, this is going to be
all two listeners.
This is you dick. This is going to be the last Are You Ready podcast for now. We don't know how long it's going to be. Could be a year, could be a week, could be a month. You don't know. Could be anything.
Could be forever.
It could be forever. But we're going to look back on kind of individually and together our best bits of the podcast, whether that be in memories and kind of stuff and what we've done and as a group and stuff. There's quite a lot to digest.
It's quite a bit, yeah.
We've done a fair bit in 81 episodes.
We have.
So, Luke, we'll start with you.
Oof, where do I begin?
The original, me and you were the OGs. We started this after WrestleMania 39.
Hello and welcome to what have we decided.
Yeah, the first ever episode was hello and welcome to whatever we decide to call it.
We didn't even have a name, did we?
No, we didn't decide until halfway through the first one, and we came up with "Are You Ready?"
I was like, "Are you ready?" Yeah, it's been great. Yeah. 81 weeks. That's been 81 consecutive weeks. It's been 81 weeks of
continuous
sitting here with Curtis or Jack or a combination of you two or
few.
Do you think I've ever done one by myself? I think you've done one by yourself, haven't you?
I'm the only other person to do one by myself, and that was the most horrific thing ever.
I can imagine.
It was so awkward.
It was about 20 minutes.
20 minutes of me talking to myself about
talking to yourself about wrestling.
I had my ex-partner in the studio at the time as well, and they were just laughing at me the whole time.
I think the thing I remember you mentioned is about Logan Paul.
I think I called him stupid or something along those lines. I remember it from that. But yeah, we've done a lot. From starting this journey, we started this journey with kind of no grounds to build on. We just done it from scratch. We all decided to meet up one day, have a chat. What are we going to do? How is it going to look like?
I think I remember Lamsey saying to me that there's someone he knows that likes wrestling. Do you want to do a podcast? I was like, sure. I mean, I watch WWE every week. I watch AEW. I watch the occasional TNA pay-per-view. I've been watching a little bit of AAA recently, with it being on WWE's YouTube channel. I'll watch, see clips of New Japan,
everything all over the divide.
Indies. I watch a bit of everything, and thought, why not?
Why not? So then we all met up, and we obviously had Adam with us, and then
shout out to Adam,
one of the OGs of this podcast as well. And we all met up on like 2 hours of sleep.
Yep.
We met in the old building.
The Corn Exchange.
Corn Exchange. We met in the old building with the old studio. Didn't have a name. Didn't have anything. And we were all talking. And our manager Lamsey was like, "Clean, know what you're talking about. Just go in there, crack on." Yeah. So there we were. We did an each night review of WrestleMania. About 4 hours later, finally completed the first 2 episodes.
It generally was 4 hours. Let me have a look on our archive and see how long the first 2 episodes are.
I think it was like after editing, it was like an hour and a half each way. Yeah. So it was only like 3 hours really, but. In general, actual physical raw recording was 4 hours of literal recording. I think we started at like 1 o'clock and we didn't get out the building until like 5:30.
Episode 1, we're reviewing WrestleMania 40 Saturday, was 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Episode 2, reviewing WrestleMania Sunday, was 1 hour and 25 minutes.
Well, that's literally 3 hours.
Yeah, so you cut out about an hour.
So between the two episodes, we cut out an hour. But I think that was the starting point, and then we just kind of progressed and started doing it. It was just me and you, and then eventually we had the addition of Jack.
Episode 3 was on for 1 hour and 2 minutes. Episode 4 was on 46 minutes. Episode 5 was 1 hour and 6 minutes. Episode 6 is 1 hour. Episode 7 basically 1 hour.
So we roughly for 1 hour, and then we had the addition of Jack.
Yeah,
which in my eyes made the podcast have like a new like a new fire inside it. Like
the fire underneath us.
It was needed. Yeah. It was getting a bit boring of just me and Luke talking to each other, just talking about random stuff of wrestling that's happened, and then we had Jack, his brand new opinions and stuff, and it added a bit of a spin to the podcast. And
I think I joined. I think. Towards
it was Bad Blood. I think just after Bad Blood was your first podcast. Yeah. But obviously in that time before you joined, me and you, Luke, went to London, represented Newport City Radio as part of media.
Yeah.
We did.
What's that face for?
Don't worry.
Is it 2-0 to Forest? Oh dear. But
yeah.
We were with some of the biggest journalists in the wrestling world.
In sort of
Dave
one
Meltzer,
room,
Dave Meltzer, Cultaholic Wrestling,
Brian Alvarez.
Cool. We were on the same strip of the media outlet as them, and we were somehow sat in front of Dave Meltzer. I'll tell you what my favourite memory out of the whole night that was. I've got two. So the first one was when Paige, aka Soraya, was in the media room.
Yeah.
And Dave Meltzer was sat directly behind Luke. And she took a dig at Dave Meltzer for posting stuff on like Twitter and stuff. But where she pointed was directly at Luke.
Yeah.
And Luke just looked at me and was like, "What have I done?" That did make me laugh. And the other one was a bit controversial, but starting a CM Punk chant in the stadium in London.
Who did that?
That was cool.
We had like a.
I wasn't sat next to you, was I?
No, you were sat. Like there was a
right
gap
at the end.
Right at the end, and so we were talking via Twitter because I was constantly posting. I was doing the Twitter. You were writing like the review blog. So I was doing all the social media side of stuff, and you literally messaged me saying, "Did you just start that CM Punk chant?" Because I did it when the Young Bucks came out purposely because of everything that happened. But yeah, obviously we did the pre-tape show of AEW. What was it? Collision and...
We were there in Cardiff, weren't we? Dynamite and Collision.
Dynamite and Collision. That was a great experience.
Got to see, the International Arena here in Cardiff. Oh, I say here in Cardiff. In Cardiff, obviously we were in Newport. It's not the biggest arena that you could see, so we were, from where we were, standing up, we could see the wrestlers like they were really close to us, rather than being at Wembley, being so far away. It's probably easier to look at it on the screen, rather than actually look at it in the ring. But in Cardiff, it was, you could see the wrestlers nice and up close and personal, and that. Being there when Danielson won the AEW championship to continue his career, that was just a euphoric. That was just a great moment not just in AEW, just in wrestling. I just think that was such a. When he came out to the final countdown, Wembley.
It's the final countdown.
We should have started our podcast with that today, shouldn't we?
Have we got it on the system?
Oh, I don't know. That's
too much of a faff.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to Jack quickly here.
Yeah.
It's been a journey. I don't know the exact number of podcasts you've been on.
I think it's around.
I think it's around the 40 mark.
Yeah.
But
40.
What's been your favourite moment of us continuously each week coming in and talking about WWE, AEW around the divide?
I think it's when we started doing the videos.
Yeah, we obviously started doing the reels for the social media. I think another good one was how well you did the interview with Leon Cage as well.
It was my first ever.
That was your first ever proper
interview with even just
in general, Obviously, me and Luke did the interview with Brendan White Zoom as well.
Of course. On like our 7th episode, I think.
Yeah, I think it wasn't too far in, but I think
episode 10.
There's still so much for us to explore. I think, there's still so much for us to do. But for now, I think it's
Jack. Have a guess what episode you joined us on.
I'm gonna say 21.
23.
Close. Ooh.
22.
22.
22. So
you've been with us for 60 episodes, Jack.
60 whole episodes, and you've been with us.
Give or take, not being in some weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
60 episodes.
And in that time,
crazy.
We've all been off.
We've all been away.
There's been episodes where it's just been me and Luke, me and Jack, and there's for some reason there was only me one time. But I think this journey that we've done it's been phenomenal. As much as we like to wind each other up and stuff, and we all have our different opinions on certain things. I think it's been a pleasure to sit down with two. Well, how do I describe you two? I'm going to go with idiots. And I'm joking. You two are great quality lads. It's been for now. It's been fun. It's been fun, but it's time to.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. It's time to retire. It's time to retire the podcast for now. But who knows? We could come back with a bang at some point sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
WrestleMania was on the horizon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will we ever see a WrestleMania in the UK, Curtis? Genuinely.
See, look, my heart is telling me yes, but my head is telling me no.
I think we will.
I think at some point in the next 10 years, I think 100%. We will.
I think we could see how WWE feel towards AEW. When AEW try and have a major event, WWE will try and one up them. They might have a Saturday night's main event on that night, or they might have a stadium show. Like the rumor was that they were going to go to the Principality Stadium in Cardiff the week before or 2 weeks before All In to try and hamper some of the ticket sales for All In.
Yeah.
So I think that WWE will see that AEW constantly do Wembley and see they do good numbers and think that they could do even better. So I do think one day we will see a WrestleMania in the UK. I do.
Sooner rather than later, I'm sure.
Indeed, indeed. All that's left to say, though, is thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you for listening to the Are You Ready Wrestling podcast. We'll see you soon.